Hey everybody, it's 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock is with me, Father Warner. Today we celebrate the feasts of Philip and James the Apostles. St. Philip came from the same town as St. Peter and St. Andrew, and that is Bethsaida in Galilee. In the first chapter of John's Gospel, we see Jesus calling him directly. After his calling, Philip immediately began to lead others to Christ. His character comes across in two incidences in the Gospel, one of which is described in the Gospel reading itself. After his own calling, he went looking for his friend Nathanael and told him about the one about whom Moses wrote. Philip comes across as someone who is rather innocent and naive, and it takes him some time to acknowledge what is going on. Like the other apostles, Philip took a long time coming to realize who Jesus was. On one occasion, when Jesus saw the great multitude following him and wanted to give them food, he asked Philip where they should buy bread for the people to eat. St. John comments, Jesus said this to test him because he knew himself what he was going to do. Philip answered, 200 days' wages worth of bread would not be enough for each of them to have a little bit. John's story is not a put down of St. Philip. It was simply necessary for these men who were to be the foundation stones of the church to see the clear distinction between humanity's total helplessness apart from God and the human ability to be a bearer of divine power by God's gift. On another occasion, we can almost hear the exasperation in Jesus' voice after Thomas had complained that they did not know where Jesus was going. Jesus said, I am the way. If you know me, then you will also know my Father. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Then Philip said, Master, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Enough, Jesus answered. Have I been with you for so long a time, and you still do not know me, Philip? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. Now, because Philip's name was Greek, Philippos, literally meaning in Greek a lover of horses, but because his name also was a Greek name, we are told that one day two Greeks, probably converts to Judaism, approached him and his companions, Andrew. Again, Andrew is a Greek name, Andreos, which means manly, and they said to them that they wanted to see Jesus. On this occasion, Jesus is in Jerusalem, and it is the eve of his own passion. When told about this request, Jesus replied enigmatically with the image of the seed having to fall into the ground and die before it gave fruit. Clearly, it was a way of telling these men that seeing Jesus was much more than seeing his exterior. They would also have to grasp the interior meaning of his sacrificial death as an essential part of his identity. The other feast we celebrate is that of St. James the Less, whose feast also we celebrate today, and is known as the son of Alphaeus and is called Less because he was younger than the other apostle by the same name. St. James the Great was the son of Zebedee. Now, St. James the Less is not to be confused with James found in the Acts, who is also the son of Clopas in the Acts of the Apostles, who was a brother or a cousin of Jesus, and later the Bishop of Jerusalem and the traditional author of the letter of James. In reality, we know very little of the life of this apostle. I do hope that this teaching on the apostles will truly enlighten you. I'll see you again tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and we will continue studying the Gospel of John. Bye for now. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and do leave your comments.